up, everybody? I'm Sal Kalani. This is Reggie Steele. And welcome to Spitballin. Spitballin.
What up, everybody? I'm Sal Kalani. This is Reggie Steele.
And welcome to Spitballin.
So, Reggie,
yo, check it out. Check it out, folks. For everyone who's watching, I'm sure the people who can see will recognize that Sal and I, we did not color coordinate this on purpose, but we are both wearing burnt orange.
Yeah, brownies, man. Brownies won again. How about that?
There we go. So shout out to Sal and his good taste.
So you got a shout out on another podcast, you saying, Reg? Is that why you're busy listening to yourself on another podcast?
No, I wasn't listening to myself. I got a message from a friend of ours, guy named Kyle McFadden.
Oh, yeah.
Comedian. He's based in LA now. Kyle sent me a message like, yo, Ian Bagg, shout out to Ian Bagg. That's my dude. Ian Bagg shouted you out or gave you props on Fitz Dog, which is Greg Fitzsimmons' podcast. And so he sent me a message telling me where it was. So I queued to that.
What did he say? What did he say about you? Yeah. Awesome. I'm gonna tell you now.
Say what?
What an awesome beard you have now.
No, he didn't say that. But I'm gonna tell you exactly what he said in reference to the question. And it can be taken out of context, but we'll just let it be what it's gonna be. So Greg Fitzsimmons said, who was the worst opener you ever had? And you have to say his name. And Ian goes, Reggie Steele. But he's the opposite of that. Because and this is me, I'm not giving myself props, but he said Reggie is so funny and he's so likable. That it's like it takes me the first 8 to 20 minutes to get the audience to like me. Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're hard to follow.
Yeah, he's like, it's
that's
just,
why you're not working with him anymore.
So all the comments out there listening, it behooves you to just be
man, be cool, man.
Right?
Do what the headliner wants.
Yeah, man. It was really nice though. He's super funny and he's so likable. And he goes, and then he goes, he's a former collegiate athlete, and he exaggerated a little bit right here, but I'll take it. He goes, he's former collegiate athlete, basketball player, 6'8", handsome, and just jacked. He's like
6'8".
Yeah, I know. I was like, all right, I'll take 6'8".
He gave you like a 6 inches there.
Yeah. Hold up. Slow down. He gave me like 5, 4 something. So but yeah, he was like, and he's just jacked. He goes, and I quote, he goes, all the guys want to be friends with him and all the women want to F him. Right. I was like, wow, Ian, Reggie Steele. I was like, okay, cool, man, I'll take that. So shout out to my man Ian.
So how many did your followers blow up now on his pod?
You know what's funny? You know what's funny is that I because I basically, I'll say this. I've noticed there's been an uptick of people following me in different places. And I'm like, where do these people know me from? But I was thinking it was from us. I was thinking, oh, maybe it's from a clip or something. But there's been an uptick of people.
Yeah.
There's been an uptick of people following me on Instagram and Facebook.
Interesting.
Which now I can probably attribute to, because Greg Fitzsimmons' podcast, I think he has, I don't know how many listeners he has, but he has a pretty good subscription.
How long ago did he do it?
He has a pretty good base. This was, I guess it came out like 2 months ago.
So you never know with this stuff. Like I remember one time I had Michael Ian Black on my podcast, and then he retweeted it when I posted about it, and he had like over 1 million followers on Twitter, and nobody, maybe one or two people I got out of it. It was weird.
Oh, that's
crazy,
man.
Tweets a lot, so stuff would get lost.
Oh,
in the
yeah,
shuffle, maybe, but
yeah.
Still, it was just kind of like 1 million people.
You know, I gotta admit, man, these platforms, they actually work in a sense of like reaching people, because when I did,
but they fit you in a
Jay Moore's,
so it's tough.
Yeah, well, and when I did Jay Moore's podcast, he and I were in Denver at the time, and we did it between shows. right? And his people posted it, and shortly after that came out, I got an uptick in followers, which were like, his people who were like, oh, okay, yo, Jay Moore likes Reggie Steele. I guess I'm gonna go like Reggie Steele too.
Yeah, dude,
And
you gotta
so,
hook us up with some Laker tickets, bro.
oh yeah, now I got a few
Now you
connects, right?
got a hella connect right there,
I got
dude.
hella
Be like,
connect. Yeah, I
what's
mean,
up, man? I want to meet
yo,
LeBron.
we could get sweets if I hit Jay up on some. We might
I
be able
want
to
to be
get
on the
sweets.
floor, sit right next to LeBron, and be like,
Oh.
"Hey, man, good shot. Yeah, thanks again for 2016. All right,
Yo, reach over and give him dap. Like, yo, man, good
yeah,
job.
yo, what's up, man?
Right.
2016 forever. What's up, dog?"
Right here forever. So yeah, man. I just wanted to say shout out to my man Ian Bag. I appreciate it. It's nice. This past week I got to see, and she agreed to be a guest on our podcast. Nationally touring headliner, woman by the name of Erin Jackson was at the Punchline this week, and it was her first time in San Francisco. Um, really funny, bro. Super funny. So talented.
New York comic.
New York comic, and she's a writer for a show on Netflix. And she and I talked about doing a podcast, and she was totally up for it. But she and I talked a little bit too about some other stuff, and she has such an awesome perspective on comedy that I can't wait to share with the world. But she's not here today, so I'm not even gonna go there. But so yeah, it's been a good week for comedy, man, and just catching up with comics. I went to the San Francisco Comedy College season party.
Yeah, I
The
got an
other
invite. It was a weird invite though. I just got be swell if you can make this.
Well, hey man, that's how Curtis Matthews get
Like, yo,
down.
man, the last time I wrote that dude, I wrote him last year asking about this gig. I'm like, yo, man, who runs this in Arizona? You just headlined it. He read it, no response. So then a month later, I'm like, yo, man, what's up, dude? Hope you're good. Yeah. Well, who books this thing? You know, maybe you didn't
Yeah.
hear me the first time. Read it, no response.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, man. So I'm like, what the hell, man? I'm out here just trying to make some bucks.
I can't even respond to that. Like, I don't even know what to
So
say.
how
He's
was your
busy.
party?
Dude, the party was fun. The party was fun. It was great to be back at the Comedy College. It's in a new location.
Where is
And
it at? Oh, it's over there right across Catacorny from Kearney.
it's on Kearney. Yeah, it's
Yeah. I've been
868
there.
Kearney.
That was another thing. Like before this, he asked me to come over once last time I was in town, and I did. It's like it's a two-way street, my friend. But go on.
Okay. So yeah, I didn't know I was digging up old wounds, like opening up old wounds. But yeah, man, it was good to go over to the Comedy College. It was good to see Curtis. I hadn't seen him in a while. It's good to see some old faces that came through, and it was nice to meet some of the new comics. It's a totally different generation of people, man. And got to chop it up. And there were some people who um who knew me back in my heyday, who were just like, they really do a phenomenal job of making a brother feel like a lightweight celebrity or local celebrity. You walk in and someone sees you and they go, jeez, and you go, oh man, right? Like it's really nice. Now, mind you, it's a very small demographic of people, but it was good, man. So it was good to talk to people, talk to some of the new comics, and then just kind of share my wisdom or my experiences or my thoughts. And they just stand there and they listen, man. They're like, wow, that'd be great,
You know,
right?
maybe
Like,
if you were out there performing more, then they wouldn't be so surprised when they see you.
oh, and then the dig, the stab with the turn, right?
I'm
You guys
just
peep
saying,
that?
I'm just making observations.
You guys peep that? That was like, oh, look, something cool happened. It's like, yeah, well, what if you did this? Right. So, no, it's
No,
all
that's
good, man.
cool though, man. That's good. That's good
Yeah.
times.
Yeah, it was good. It was good to see everybody.
Okay, that's
So
cool.
shout
That's
out to Curtis
cool.
for the invite and for showing up. So,
I was telling Reggie I invented this drink, and he was kind of mocking me. I might be a little hungover from it. I had a couple last night, but it's a good holiday drink, Reg. Good holiday drink for the people.
so that's why you look like that.
I'm just
So
tired. Yeah, I didn't get much sleep. Whatever.
everyone who's
But
listening, immediately go to YouTube so you can see what Sal looks like right now.
all right, but check this out. So speaking of old time comics and shit. No man, I'm not gonna remember his name now. Remember the dude with the beard? And he was in the comedy college. He was friends with Joe Wynn and all them. And then he ended up moving to Seattle with his lady. Oh man, Reg.
Sorry, bro. I got nothing to do with a beard. That's not a lot to go on, right? Like, can you give me a white guy, a black guy, an Asian dude, a tall guy, short guy?
White.
Uh, tall, short, fat, skinny, medium
Decent size,
size.
decent size.
What's a decent size? My size and your size, like,
A
what's
little
decent to
shorter than
me is
us,
like,
probably. A little shorter than
okay,
us, I'd imagine.
yeah,
But
because I'm like decent size to me. For other people, it's like that guy's a freaking giant, right?
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know who he is, but what did he do? What did he do?
Oh, so did have his people over for Thanksgiving a lot in SF. So I went over there one time and I had this drink that I invented that
Come on,
because,
Bert DeVitri?
nope. He was his
Okay,
friends
Bert
with
is
him
down in
though.
LA.
This is gonna
He's
really
friends with
bother
Bert.
me
Okay.
now that I don't remember.
Okay.
He's gonna get so mad. But I always confuse his name with another name. Um, shit, man. Let me think. It's gonna really bother me. I want to say Ryan something.
Ryan Seacrest? No. If we both knew Ryan Seacrest, then we should be doing something completely different than what we're doing right now.
Anyway, yeah, dude, this is gonna. I guess maybe I'll have to cut this out. I
Yeah,
can't remember.
you're gonna have to
Believe we
cut this
can't
out for
remember
real.
his name, dude. It is Ryan though. You don't remember Ryan with the beard and the glasses? He was kind of a smart guy. Ryan Cronin. Brian Cronin.
Brian or Ryan?
One of them. Cronin though.
Cronin. I do remember Cronin. I remember the name Cronin.
Yeah. So it was at his spot. So I brought this. I bring soy eggnog and
Okay.
whiskey, and
Wait.
that's it.
Wait. Say it again. You bring what? Soy?
Yeah, well, here's the deal. It's non-dairy eggnog. So I've done originally you could only get soy. Now you could get almond. Last night I got coconut. But yeah, here's a pic
Okay.
but I'm telling you, man,
Coconut
that
milk,
nog is good,
soda,
dude.
dairy-free coconut milk holiday nog and
Nog.
and bourbon.
Yeah, bullet bourbon,
Bullet
baby.
bullet bourbon. So you just
That's a
mixed
pretty empty
eggnog
bottle
and
right there.
whiskey?
Yeah, you put it on ice on the rocks. You put a little whiskey in, then you pour the nog over it. Then you stir it. You got to stir it because it separates it first there. So you got to stir it in.
Right.
And yeah, dude, you feel that you taste that holiday joy because there's that cinnamon and stuff in the nog. But you
I'm
never
not
even had it, dude. You would
dude,
love.
no, no,
What do you
no.
mean?
You lost me at nog. You lost me at I don't
How
drink
you
anything that
how
has
you
nog.
now's the time to nog. This is the only
Dude.
noggy time of the year.
Okay, so you lose me. I don't drink eggnog. I never drank eggnog. Even when I could drink eggnog, I didn't drink eggnog. I think I tried it one time and I was like, ugh, what is eggnog anyway?
It's
Right? Like
nog, dude. It's the
you get it,
nog
do you
part
get it
of the
from a nog
plant.
tree or do you milk a
Yeah, I
nog?
don't know. What
Like,
is it? Let's
yeah,
look it
what
up.
is
What is
nog?
eggnog? Okay, homemade eggnog. So what do you make? It's historically known as milk punch or egg milk
Eggnog.
punch
Milk punch?
when alcohol is added. Sweetened, dairy based, made with milk, cream, sugar, egg yolks, whipped egg whites, which give it the frothy texture. And yeah, usually brandy, rum, whiskey, bourbon. Huh. Where did this start? The origins, the original eggnog are debated, as always. First known use of the word nog was in 1693.
Wow.
Alternatively, nog may stem from noggin, a Middle English term for a small carved wooden mug used to serve alcohol. Wow.
Okay. So you learn something new every day.
So there's a
So
little
nog,
nog. So
eggnog.
nog has been around forever, Reg. You should be noggin
Yeah.
whenever you
I'll
can.
I'll pass on the nog. I try not to nog, you know. I know a lot of people like to nog. I'm not a nogger. I'm not
I'm
a
all
nogger.
about that nog.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Nog, it's like you change one letter or you change one letter in nog and it goes from nog to another vowel and nogger,
It's
neg.
Noop
Nah, it's
Noggy
just
Nog, baby.
no, I'm
I'm
good.
down.
No, I'm good. Actually, how many words can you make from changing one letter in nog?
Hog.
Sog, bog, log, cog,
Hey, did you see what
dog.
fucking
What just happened right there? I think I just had a I just went on a
Trump
thing.
just said this thing. He said something about immigrants this week, where he said
Oh,
they're
God.
poisoning the blood of America.
Wow.
And
That is,
I was like, what kind of Voldemort mud blood hate speech is this?
yo, that's a dog whistle, bro. That's a dog whistle. He is speaking. He does this, man. That's not even subliminal at this point.
Yeah,
All
I
those
know,
dudes,
dude.
what was it? The khaki boys that came out with their tiki torches and their khakis,
Yeah,
right? And they're
yeah.
like dirt and blood or whatever it was, whatever saying.
So crazy, dude.
It's so crazy. So now he
This
talked
is
about their what do you say the blood? What do you say they're doing to the blood?
they're poisoning the blood of
They're
America.
poisoning the blood. Dude, he is legitimately talking to that underbelly again. This dude
Yeah.
stay talking to the lowest common denominator, right?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
bottom of the barrel.
He
Jeez.
needs to just come out with a cloak and a wand, just sitting there and be like, the boy who lived,
Yeah, really.
Hernando Potter.
Dude, it's crazy,
Yeah,
man.
dude,
I can't
nuts.
even say what I really want to say because we will get attention on this podcast, but it won't be for the right reasons.
Well, speaking of attention, I remember my cousin Angie pissed me off with her the KKK comparing it to Black Lives Matter, right? She like shared this meme, and we did a whole thing on it
Yeah,
on
I remember
here,
that. Yeah.
and I got annoyed. And what really annoys me too is that she like we should be clowning on me in the comments with her other racist friends, and I'm just like, this you want us? This is the group you want to side with? All
Yeah,
right.
and
So
that's your
then,
blood. That's your blood. That's poison
yeah.
in the blood right there for real.
So then I eventually blocked her. Didn't want to hear blah blah blah. And then I get a Christmas card from her this year,
Shut
and
up.
open it up, no apology, no reference to it or anything, and just a pretty much generic card, just signed her name. That was it. Nothing, other than that. So then I came up with, I feel, was a more original and went out of my way idea to return.
Oh boy, this dude,
So
guys, everyone listen. Everyone listen. Everyone out there right now, listen very closely to what just happened. I don't even know yet, but I know that it's something all
So
bad.
I went and I bought online 50 of these Black Lives Matter stickers, and I stuffed them in
S-
an envelope and mailed them off to her.
Good Lord. This dude, you are trolling. You are trolling.
That was a great troll though, dude.
That's a
Look
great
at
troll.
that.
Look, I just learned something. I didn't even know that there were that many Black Lives Matter
Oh,
stickers.
there's a lot of them out there, dude. And
Holy
then
cow. And you you stuffed them in an envelope, so a big manila envelope, I imagine.
no, they all fit in like a letter one. I had to put two stamps on. But yeah, it was but no letter or nothing, just that's it.
Good Lord,
Just the
Sal.
stickers. I
She
just got her
I'm not now look,
50 fucking presents.
I'm not gonna say that she extended an olive branch, but I mean, considering she sent you a Christmas card or a holiday card with
No
just
reference. Hey, you're just gonna not reference it? Get the fuck out. Don't I hate the hypocrisy. I hate the hey, let me throw hate on a group. Hey, but Jesus loves me. And like I don't come on, man. Don't bullshit me.
man, look,
So that's all.
she might just be thinking, look, I have a cousin, we have different political views, but I still love the guy and I
I
still
mean, you
want
can
him to have a
still
good holiday.
apologize for saying racist shit.
Well, you're not gonna apologize for that because that's what she believes, right? She's not gonna change that. But
Yeah,
it's the
like, well,
same.
I don't want nothing to do with that then. All right. If you're not smart enough to look beyond that, it's a waste of my time.
Okay, all right. Look, I ain't mad at you. I'm like, do whatever you got to do. Personally,
I told this
I
this
don't have
black
any
couple.
KKK relatives, so I don't know
Well,
how to I don't know how to treat them. Right?
I told this see the younger generations about
Yeah.
they're about going at it because I told this younger couple, and the woman goes, "You should send her one a week."
Oh my God.
It's for like a whole year. I was like, that's too much dedication.
Yeah, that's too much. You then she's living rent free in your brain, bro. Once a week. That what level of revenge? Who are you talking to? Who are you hanging out with? I think honestly, my
Anarchist,
advice.
Reg,
See,
anarchist.
this is where we differ because I would have not done anything. I wouldn't have said anything. I wouldn't return
Right.
anything.
That's, come on,
Right?
Reg. That's no fun. What
No,
kind
but
of, at
that is
least I
fun
thought
because
of her and I was like, this is, something that she could use in her life. So,
she's like, my cousin Sal holds grudges. Like,
hey, man,
so
Sicilians never forget.
So you know that relationship is over now, right? Like it's done.
I don't care. Once you post that bullshit, I'm done.
Yeah, yeah,
And you're
I could
not
dig it.
gonna and to defend it and double down and not apologize and not, you know what I mean? I ain't
Right.
got time for hate. All right, so look, Reg, we got
Nice job. I
the
don't have time for
Spotify
hate.
rap. Spotify rap came in, and so we got our. I want you to try and maybe guess what our top episode was that the people listened to. So this was kind of interesting. I mean, the numbers are terrible, I think, but we did get an increase in listeners this past year. 70% of our listeners discovered us this year.
Oh, cool. All right. Hey, look,
So that's
that's better.
good.
That's an
That's
increase.
good.
I'll take
But
that.
uh but you want to guess what our most popular episode was on Spotify?
Uh, it has to be one with a guest.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
always a guess. So we got to start getting better on our guess game. And I think we both
I
have
think
to
we have,
really put into effort more and just line them up. So one after the other after the other. You know what I
yeah, no,
mean?
I mean, I think we've had some phenomenal guests, and we
No,
just
we
don't do them
have.
as
We just don't
often as we'd like.
exactly. And you have
Yeah,
to. You got
but
to in this game. We got to in this
but
game. You got to. You sent me a good lineup you have coming up. So now we just got to confirm them, lock them down. There's some more that I should be trying to lock down. So you know what I mean?
yeah,
But you're
yeah,
right.
no, I
It is
can.
a guest.
It's a guest, and shucks, can you give me a list of our guests this year? Who do we
Yeah, let's
have?
look at an old site because you're right. It is kind of tough. It does blend in after a while. I will say that.
Would it
Um,
be? But Chad Daniels wasn't this year, was he? No, he was
Ooh, that's a
last
good
year.
question. I believe not. I believe not. I think he was the top one last year, wasn't he?
I think so. No, maybe it was the Kevin Shea. Or was that 2 years ago? Kevin Shea and the Bobby Lee story.
Well, the I think that clip was hilarious and did well, but I don't think the episode was as popular as Chad's
Okay.
on Spotify.
Chad is
Okay,
killing it
so
right now too, by the way. His
yeah, he's got
special
another special.
mixed reviews is funny. It's really funny on
His
Netflix. I mean
girlfriend's doing
on
really
YouTube
well
and
with
it's
her
free. Go check it out.
special.
Yeah.
All right, so the past year, here's all our guests the past year. I'm gonna go through them, okay?
Okay.
So you keep a number of them because I don't know. All right, so we
A
got
number
Ollie
or the
P.
names?
How many? Yeah, just keep
Okay.
track of how many we had here.
Okay.
Okay, so this will be just 2023, and I'll go
Okay.
backwards. Ollie Peak,
Okay.
which that was a great two-part episode.
Yes.
Kathleen Antonia Tarr,
Okay. Hold up.
that was Reggie's friend that she
Yes.
yeah, she was a lawyer, doctor, teacher, actress, athlete. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
cool.
Kathleen is
She's
great.
very smart.
Ali and
Uh,
Kathleen both.
then we had a break there for a while. Where did we come at? Where did we come up? Where are we at? Come on. Okay, Chris Voth, another two-parter. That was a good one.
Yeah. He was great.
Comedian. Comedian Esther Steinberg.
Esther. Okay.
That was a good one. Um, Aize Jama Everett. That was another
Ah,
two-parter. We had a couple two-parters.
Aize. He's doing exceptionally well right now too. His documentary just came out. His
Oh,
new
really?
comic book came out. Yeah, he's doing really well.
Ba, 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 ba. And King Hassan. Wow, dude, that's all we had in a year.
But we had a couple two-parters in there. Ali was two, and
Yeah,
then
how many people was that total?
Aize was two. So that's six
And
people.
Voth was two.
Okay, and Voth was two. Okay, so think about it. We had six people, but then we also
One
had
every 2 months.
well, no, think about it. We had six people, but then we also had of those six people, three people were two-parters. So that's an additional three. So you can say 9 weeks, nine
There's
months,
6 guests.
9 months.
No,
So
dude, we gotta step that up, bro.
okay. So of these guys,
Of those six,
of those six, who was the most popular?
name them off again for the people so they could play along.
So starting from not from the top, I'm gonna start from instead of starting at the bottom with Ali, I'm gonna start from the top. So we had King Hassan, one, Aize, number two, Esther Steinberg, number three, Chris Voth, number four, Kathleen Antonia, number five, and then our last guest of the year was Ali Peak at number six. And of those 6.
So we had 2 women, 4 African Americans, 1 Jewish, and 1 Chris Voth.
and 1 white guy. So, and of those 6, Aize, Chris Voth, and Ali Peak were 2-parters. It was like every other episode was a 2-parter. So I would say, man, I mean, I think Aize, I think they were all great. Honestly, they were all great, but man, I don't know who. I mean, it's hard for me to say. It's like trying to pick your favorite child, right? Like
Well,
you love them all.
you're just trying to pick what the people picked. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So the people picked. I mean, think about it. Okay, so Aize, people probably gravitated toward the Tupac stuff with his dad raising Tupac, right? And then having sharing a sister with Tupac, like a half sister with Tupac. So that's one. I mean, Ali Peak, I think that was a great story. Just, I mean, you come on, the guy talked about getting shot in the head and surviving.
Yeah, I thought that would be more viral. That was an amazing story, dude. That
You know,
was
it's
crazy.
crazy. People don't even know it. They haven't heard that they're missing out. And then King Hassan, I think it was wonderful hearing him talk about being a writer and getting into the industry in a certain level. Esther Steinberg is great, right? Like she's funny. Chris Voth, a teacher, a
Remember when
comedian,
he's working
a,
at Disney?
a
That was
yeah,
funny.
Disney, and then he
Cruise,
directed his
that
own
was one of my
film.
favorite. It's him working on the Jungle Cruise.
Yeah, and he direct, wrote, and starred in his own film, which is done well at festivals. And Kathleen Antonia, a lecturer at Stanford and a gold medal winner, an indoor rowing record holder, and also an attorney who was a head of the Harvard Law Review after Barack. Like, I mean, these are some amazing people.
Strong,
How do you pick
heavy
one?
hitters. You
Yeah,
got it.
how do you
The
pick one?
people did. You're gonna have to.
All
All
right,
right, give me a guess here now.
shucks, I don't know, man. I don't
I
know.
will say you picked one of them. You said one of them.
Well, I've said all their names. Oh my goodness.
All
All right, let's go with Aize and Tupac.
right, and the winner is Aize.
Aize. Yes.
Part one,
Aize Jama
baby.
Everett. Part
Yeah,
one.
there it is.
Speaking of top, your top episode was.
Yep,
Okay.
there it is.
There you
So
go.
thank
All
you,
right.
Aize. Everyone loved his story. What's he up to now?
Man, he just released a new book, and he was on a book tour for a while, and he also had a documentary. Remember he was talking about his documentary?
Yeah, it came
Yeah,
out.
I think his documentary came out. I need to check it out. But other than that, man, he's just doing well. He's staying busy and collaborating, and I just see him online doing his thing, man. So shout out to Aize for being the top episode of
Aize.
2023. It's a name for you too, Aize. Hey, you don't see
Yeah, I
that
love
every
that
day.
story though about Pac. Aize.
Yeah, I hold up, right? So,
We
all right,
cool? You cool? Yeah, yeah, man. Well, I'm cool.
yeah. I don't
That's
know what just
crazy,
happened,
man.
right?
That's crazy.
It's like, oh shit,
That's
he what he say, a rapper in the 90s. I thought I was gonna get killed, right? Like, yeah, no, we good, man. I just showed up. I don't know what's going on. So, yeah, shout out to Aize, man. Really cool dude, so talented, man. All these people are so talented and gifted.
yeah. So
So
we're gonna
thank
have to double our efforts. We shall double our efforts.
Well, I'm telling you right now, I think 2024, just the lineup that I'm thinking of and people that I've talked to, I'm excited. Like, I think it's gonna be great. You have to cut it out.
Speaking of movies, here's a movie I went and saw this week.
Oh, we can talk about the movie that just came out. Did you see the movie? Leave the World
No,
Behind?
not that movie. I saw this movie. My friend Tim Meadows is in this movie, Dream Scenario,
Oh,
with
okay.
Nicolas Cage, and it's pretty cool, man. It's funny. It's funny. It's a
Is it really?
trip. Nicolas
Okay.
Cage plays a strange dude, and his acting is hilarious. He's really funny in it, and he just starts showing up in everybody's dreams. So it's like a very like it's symbolic, it's funny, and it's like bizarre.
Wait,
And
Nicolas Cage shows up in everyone's dreams?
yeah, he just shows
Okay.
up. So he comes like almost like a semi-celebrity, right? And he works at a school, and Tim Meadows plays the dean at the school, so he has some pretty funny parts in it too.
So Tim Meadows only exists in the dream state.
No, he's real. He's real.
He's real.
They're all real, but people will have dreams about him. You know what I mean? and they
Why?
almost caught. Well, you got to watch the movie, dude, to figure it out. But
Okay,
it's
where is it in theaters or is it online?
yeah, it's in theaters.
Okay, so dream scenario.
Yeah, and I tell you, Nicolas Cage, he puts on a great funny character. You ever see Adaptation? It was a great movie, man.
No, I kind of remember, but I never saw it.
You never it's funny who got me into that movie. It was Eli Tapley, actually.
Oh, okay. So this goes way back then. Shout out to Eli
Yeah, so this
Tapley.
was like, yeah, it was like early
R.I.P.
2000s, I
rather to Eli
think.
Tapley.
Yeah, so this author or this writer, Charlie Kaufman, about him, he wrote like Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, whatever the fuck, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Remember that one?
Yeah, I do remember the name of it. I never saw it though.
And then before that was being John Malkovich, he did.
Oh, okay, yeah,
But
I remember that
but
movie.
between those two, he did this movie called Adaptation with
I
Nicolas
remember
Cage.
seeing I never saw it, but I remember
And
hearing about
Nicolas
it.
Cage he plays Charlie Kaufman, but then he says he has a twin brother named Donald Kaufman, and so Nick Cage plays both of them. So he does a really
Oh,
great job. But in
okay.
this one, it was great because and Meryl Streep's in it, Chris Cooper, like it's a really good movie. But it's a slow one, it's a slow burn, and then it hits you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But so yeah, it reminds me a little bit of that. His acting, he was
Oh, I
pretty
remember
good in it,
this.
man.
Okay. I do remember when this came out. 'Cause I remember this poster.
Oh yeah,
Um,
with the plant and the
the
busted
flower plant
head.
with his face on it and it's broken.
Yeah,
Murals.
so it's funny. The closing shot of that movie is actually right down the street from me. Like it's
Oh,
right here
okay.
on Sunset Boulevard. But there's a great part. Like remember the guy who plays Stryker in the original X-Men movies?
Yes.
Uh, so he's in it just for a moment. He's like a professional writer. And he goes to the writing class and he's like, what if just like, nothing happens? Just like in real life. What if nothing happens in the movie? Just like in real life. And the guy goes, nothing happens. He's like, if nothing happens, why am I paying for your goddamn movie? And
That's
then
right.
like, yeah, it's just really good, and it's such a great moment because then he's like, yeah, it could be meandering and go all over the place, but at the end you got to get them. If you get them in the end, then you have them. And it's funny because this movie the whole time is like meandering, like what the fuck, it's slow, and then they really get you in the end. So it's
Oh,
like
really?
they're letting you know what's about to
Yeah.
happen.
Like they're telling you about your experience in the movie, about what
Right, right,
yeah.
yeah. So it
That
was a
movie
really,
came out in 2002.
yeah, so I really
Wow.
I appreciated it over time. But at first
Okay.
I was like, the hell? And I don't even like the other one. The more popular one is the Jim Carrey one, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. But that one was, I don't know, that was another
I never saw
strange
that
one.
one. But that
Yeah.
was a departure from what Jim Carrey had been doing at that point, right? Like
True, but
that was a
remember he
very
also
serious.
He did the Truman Show before that, and that was definitely a departure.
Okay.
You know what I
Okay.
mean? But yeah, but everyone wanted to work with Charlie Kaufman after being John Malkovich.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say being John
So
Malkovich was really good.
yeah, that but again another strange one. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah.
But I
Um
loved watching Nick Cage play two completely different twin brothers.
Nick Cage he's a pretty talented actor, man. I gotta give him props. But there's something about his methodology. I think that
Well, he stays in character the whole time too, I hear.
yeah, I think he might have studied the Meisner technique. You ever heard of that? The Meisner?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think he might be a
I took some
Meisner guy.
classes, Reg.
Okay. I think he might be a Meisner guy. I know James Gandolfini was a Meisner.
So what does that mean? He just stays in it the whole time?
Well, no, the Meisner technique for the most part is basically about accessing real emotions, right? Like uh instead of like some acting is just like, okay, looking at the character, this is what the character experiencing, and you pretend to like, you pretend to feel those things. Whereas with the Meisner technique, they ask you to actually access a real emotion of something that's happened to you in your life, right? So,
Hmm.
if the script calls for you to mourn the loss of someone, instead of just acting like, you've lost this person, the Meisner technique is about accessing your real loss of someone that you know and then acting. right?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it's a, it's but I think between the two techniques or the two approaches, obviously the miser technique is very I think it can be emotionally exhausting, right?
Yeah.
Because you are accessing real events that happen to you versus being an actor who can recognize what the emotion is and then conjure up what you believe that to be, right? And then
Right.
presenting that. So you're not accessing a real emotion. You're accessing, what that looks like, what that feels like, what that appears to be versus something that really happened to you. Which is honestly, I think between the two, not accessing just the regular acting, that one allows you to be able to, I feel like, be able to do something for a longer and sustained period of time. Because
Right.
if you are accessing, like, we've all experienced loss. When you experience some real loss, that crying and that feeling, it's exhausting. At the end, you feel completely depleted versus being able to, like, okay, physically do a thing and say, all right, this is what I'm doing. Ugh. It's not the same. I don't feel like it taxes your emotional state as much.
Yeah, no, that could definitely be exhausting.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, think about it. Just imagine if you were in some show and you had to be upset or frustrated, and you go, okay, all right, let me access. I'm gonna pretend, or I'm gonna think about something with my dad when I was a kid and when my dad did, and maybe it hurt my feelings or I was frustrated, right? And you conjure up that feeling, and then you really experiencing it, and then they go action, and you're like, why would you do this? Right?
Mhm.
And then they go, all right, cut. Let's take it back to the top and do it again. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Right. Like, you understand? Like, that shit bothers me, man. Like having to bring up whatever experience was. Oh man. Right.
I had this
Versus
audition once down here, and this Italian director with this lady had wanted me to meet, and he just filmed me in his apartment, right? And like he put sent me through scenes, and like,
in
it
his
was all
apartment.
like some man, what's they all man? It's like
He didn't
fucking
give you any
LA, dude.
tea to
There's a
drink or
million.
anything.
No, no.
Yeah.
So
Like,
no, like he had it all set up like so people would be coming in and out all day.
okay.
Yeah, like his assistant and shit, and they had it all lit up. But and then he gets zoomed in like real close. So it was really dark and he gets zoomed in. But and then he would have me like conjure up things in the past or whatever to try and get emotions. And then like I was like I cried in it. I was able to cry in it.
Mhm.
And then like the problem was I wasn't able to because then he was trying to switch me to get the happy or whatever the fuck, and I was like was already too deep in. It was hard for me to, pivot. And so I never even got the fucking part. But I was like, oh, that was one of my better auditions.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, it's
But
hard.
I always felt, even like us doing commercials and industrials and SF, it was always acting is very exhausting by the end of the day because even if you're sitting around, you sit around a lot and doing stuff, but you're also on the whole time. Like you have to be
Hmm.
ready at a drop of a hat. So
Yep.
that feeling is, after all day, it does. There's many times I've been very surprised leaving like, wow, I'm really tired from that and I barely
Oh
did
yeah.
anything.
Yeah. Well, I think, like, having been on set and even with just film study and watching people, or you look at behind the scenes of how many scenes that they actually did before they got the one, right?
Right,
So
right,
maybe
right.
they did, it could have been 10 takes, 12 takes, right? And it's like they go action and you're in a space doing a thing, and then they go cut, and you're like, and you're out of it. And it's like, all right, we're gonna take it back from the top. Let's get to our cues. Everyone gets to their spots. And it's like, okay, rolling, sound, quiet on the set. And then they go action. And then you have to be right back into that space where you were just out of, right?
Right,
Like,
right.
like, like, okay, boom, we're right into it. Right. Um, which I think is a skill. I think is a talent. And obviously, some people do it exceptionally well. I think Viola Davis, I think Denzel Washington, obviously Mahershala. I think the Academy Award winners are the ones that they've bridged that gap so well, or they do it so seamlessly that you go, man, I feel like there was no break, right? Like it
Yeah.
almost feels like they just filmed it all the way through, like a one take type of deal,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I
No,
think Al
yeah,
Pacino,
that's
Robert De
impressive.
Niro, all the big time actors who've done exceptionally well, right? The
Right.
Brad Pitts, the Leonardo DiCaprio. I think Leonardo is a phenomenal actor. I think Ryan Gosling is great. Um,
I mean, well, you're
Daniel Day
forgetting
Lewis.
yeah, he's the best right there.
Daniel Day Lewis. I mean, come on. right? Like you
It's
watch this
my
dude.
my milkshake. Is that what he
Yes,
says? I
I
drink
think
from
so.
your milkshake.
Yes, dude. I think Billy Bob Thornton is good too. But yeah, you look at these people, and
Mhm.
if you,
I
that's
reckon
why,
I have the bigums.
yeah. Right. You got
Mhm.
the
Bro,
underbite.
he doesn't even put anything in his mouth. He just does it.
Oh
Mhm.
wow.
Yeah, I saw him. There's like video of Billy Bob Thornton turning into him on TV or on interviews, and it's amazing. Like inside the actor studio. Yeah,
Dude,
he
it's
becomes it
phenomenal.
quick. Yeah.
So so for the average person who has no idea how films are made, they just see a thing, right? They just see the end product and they go, "Oh, that was good. He was good or he wasn't good." But if you have any idea of how it works and you watch something phenomenal, you go, "Oh my goodness." Right? Like one of my
Mhm.
favorite scenes all time is Denzel Washington in Glory, right? Where he's standing there, the scene where I think he got the Best Supporting Actor Academy Award for it. And it's the scene where he's getting lashed, right? Because they left the camp to go get shoes. Have you ever seen Glory?
I don't think so.
Oh, dude, you gotta watch Glory. It's a Civil War era piece. Matthew Broderick, Denzel Washington, a ton of other actors that are, Morgan Freeman's in it. But there's a scene where these the black soldiers for the Union Army, like their feet are messed up. They got bad shoes. Their feet are all messed up. So they can't leave the camp. But this one particular night, they left the camp to go get shoes because their feet were messed up, right? But when they came back, it was found out that they had left. And one of the soldiers tells Matthew Broderick, who was the general at that time or who was in charge of this troop, um, he's like, sir, they left to go get shoes. Go, the men's feet are messed up. They can't walk, right? And he's like, "Ah." And Matthew Broderick, he played the character who sympathized with the black soldiers because they weren't getting the same treatment as the white soldiers. Even though they were in the Union Army, they were still the black troop,
Right,
right?
right.
So they weren't getting the same treatment. And it was one of those things where Matthew Broderick, and it was a powerful scene where Matthew Broderick had to make a decision of like, damn, they need shoes. They went to go get shoes. It's like someone leaving. Like I had to go get food, man. Like I was hungry, or my kid was hungry. I had to leave camp to go get food to feed my family, to take care of my family. But I know I wasn't supposed to leave. But what am I supposed to do? I sit here. Do I sit here and they starve, or do I take the chance and go get food? Right? Do I sit here and have my feet like destroyed, or do I try to go get some shoes so I can keep doing the thing? So Matthew Broderick, he had to make a choice, and the choice he made was he's like, I can't be weak in front of the soldiers or in front of his peers, right? His counterparts who are watching, like he left and you got to do what the rules specify. So Denzel Washington, they strap him up, they do the thing, and he's standing there. And I'm talking about they take the whip out. And now, mind you, these guys are fighting to end
To
slavery,
end this.
right? To end
Yeah.
slavery. But this is like, you got to get however many lashings, 10, 15, 20 lashings or whatever it is. And he's standing there and they tie him up. And your boy is like, you hear the crack of the whip. And Denzel, dude, when he stands there, he's like this. He's like, and he just taking him, but he doesn't scream, he doesn't yell. But one single tear comes down
Wow.
his face, bro. There's not one time where he's like, like there was none of that. He just stood there and he took, wow, wow. And you could tell it hurt from looking at his face, and that single tear comes down his face. I was like, holy shit. You talk about crying? You talk about crying? Dude, you talk about crying. I was like, that is messed up. Dude, it's one of the most powerful scenes I've ever seen in a movie.
Wow. All right, I'll
Period.
have to check it out.
Yeah, Glory. It's so good. It's so good.
All
But yeah,
right.
but to know the behind the scenes that this man was not actually being hit by a whip, right? To
Right,
understand
right,
that this
right,
man,
right. And just to
right?
do one single tear like that's got to be hard.
Oh, dude, right? To be able to control your emotions or not your emotions, but have your body be able to create tears without
Right,
necessarily
right, right, right,
having
right,
felt the thing.
right.
Yo, he got the best supporting actor for that, and he deserved
Yeah,
it. Well deserved.
yeah. And then a
Yeah.
second one you got, remember, was
Oh, Training Day.
there it is. It's weird
Come
because he
on.
plays a villain, and usually
Well,
the villain
once
doesn't
again,
win.
that's a complete departure from what he had been doing prior to. And
Right.
he played the villain so well that the
Yeah.
whole movie, you're sitting there like, wait, is he a bad guy? Wait, is he a
Yeah,
good guy or a
right.
bad
He's
guy?
hard to, yeah,
You don't
yeah.
know, right? Because you're also going against what you know him to have been in before, right?
Right.
And what was his
Right.
name in the movie? It was not Antoine, Antonio. It was Alfonso. I can't think of his name, but I know Ethan Hawke was in it, right?
All right, dude. He was the
Ethan Hawke
trainer.
is in it,
He's only
and
getting
yo,
trained.
that scene where Ethan Hawke comes into the projects, where he's there with his old girl, and he's putting
Yeah,
the money in the
Alonzo.
bag, Alonzo, and he's putting the money in the bag, and Ethan Hawke comes in with the gun. He's like, "Step away from." He goes, he's like,
Yeah.
"You passed,
My man.
my man. You did it. Yeah, you passed, bro." And there's a point where you go, "Wait, hold on. Is that really real? Like, did he? Was this all a
It
test?"
throws you off. It's definitely a movie that throws
Dude,
you
it's so
off.
good. It's so good. And then remember, I
Yeah.
used to have a joke about it, right? I used to have a joke about it. I go, I said, Denzel Washington as a bad guy. Even at the end, I was like, I didn't believe it. Even at the end when he got killed in Training Day, I was like, he coming back, right? Like he got to win. Like Denzel can't die. He can't get killed. What is this? Crazy? What are you crazy? No, he's a good guy. He wins at the end. So even if he's riddled by bullets by the Russians, he's got to come back, and then he's gonna pay the money, and then he's gonna apologize, and then it's gonna be like, I did it, right?
Yeah. It throws you off.
Yeah, it
It
throws you
throws
off.
you
It's a
off.
phenomenal movie, one of my favorites. So
All right, Reg. Well, this is the end of the year wrap up here. We'll be gone for the holiday.
yeah,
This is what I got. What do you got coming up? I'll be out there in Seattle for New Year's. Well, not Seattle
Spokane,
area.
and
I should say
Tacoma.
Spokane and Tacoma. You know they're 4.5 hours away from each other.
No way, really?
Yeah, I got to take a flight in between. Isn't that crazy?
Jeez, you don't want to just
That's
take a
the
car?
big ass state, dude.
You
Four and
guys
a
don't
half
want to
hours?
drive?
Hell no. You
Like
got
driving
two
from
shows the
the Bay
night
to LA.
before and then 3 days the next 3 shows the
Uh,
next day. You don't want to do
okay,
all
yeah,
that.
you want to do all that. And you're in Tim Meadows with Tim Meadows. Look at that.
Yeah.
I have to admit, I love your
That's
flyers,
a
bro.
good
You
one,
should
right?
keep all of
That's a
them.
good.
Yeah. You at some point you should make a
What's
collect
this?
like a little
Who is
book.
this? I don't even remember who. Is this Walton? Luke Walton?
No, Barry, probably Brent Barry. Was Brent? No, he played for the Warriors. Luke
Yeah.
Walton? Nah, it wasn't Luke Walton. Who was 43 for the Sonics? I don't know.
Let me
It's
see.
some random white guy. It's okay though.
Well, you
I
were here.
think
If
you
I
should
show him
make
his face, maybe you'll know.
a booklet of all your
A
flyers throughout
booklet.
the years, because you've done some pretty funny ones, man. Pretty great, right? I think you should, man. You should put a collection of your flyers
This
from all the years.
this guy. Who's this guy?
Oh, that's not Jack Sigma. What is that?
Is it? Is that who that is? Let me see. What
That's
was his number?
43.
43. Let me see. Hey, I just wanted to use those Sonic uniforms. And I'm like,
That's
what am I
funny.
gonna do? Put Sean Kemp.
You should have.
Jack Sigma. Yeah.
Jack, is that what I said?
Yeah, you said
I
Sigma.
checked Jack Sigma. Okay. Way to go, Reg. I see you.
Reggie
I
knows
see.
this white dude's playing in the NBA 30 some years ago.
Yeah, in the 80s. Right.
Yeah.
I know my 80s. I know my 80s Sonics.
That was a good one. Oh man, boy,
All right.
anything you got coming up, Reg? I gotta pee.
Nah, man. Just the holidays, Christmas is on a Monday, which is kind of weird, right?
I know, dude.
But
Like I was trying to ship something out today, and it's like 6 business days. I'm like, ain't gonna make it in
I
time.
gotta make
Can't
it.
do it.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, no, I got nothing. I got nothing major, man. Just I'm gonna work and just try to get things together. Still, I got this 10-year-old little boy who's
You
counting
done with
down
the
the
shopping?
days.
You done with the shopping?
No, I still gotta get a couple things. Um, it's all for the boy, man. Right? Like this,
Of course.
he's
That's
10.
who it's for. It's fun that way.
Yeah, it's fun. And he's legitimately like, as you get older, Christmas becomes whatever it is. But when you have a kid, you really start to see it through their eyes, right? Like you see it
Yeah.
through their eyes. And though as an adult, sometimes it kind of feels like a humdrum time of season, like, all right, we got to do a thing and whatever. But to see this dude be excited about the holidays and counting down the days, like it's only this many days till Christmas, this many days, you go, oh yeah, okay, like this is
What
a
does he
thing,
want?
right? Oh, I guess I can say because he's not gonna watch this. He wants a new bike. All right. He wants a
That's
new bike.
respectable.
Yeah, he wants a new bike, and he wants a telescope, right? But he wants a kind that,
That's smart.
yeah, he wants the kind that that the pirates use, just the one eye, like Jack Sparrow and
That's
Pirates
right.
of the
And the
Caribbean,
Somali
right?
pirates.
Right?
No,
Oh no, we're not gonna no, not
not
that
those
type.
ones.
No, he wanted these figurines of Greek gods, Zeus, right,
Damn, dude, look at your educated child.
dude,
I love
and
Greek mythology though, and I got into it when I was like 10, third grade. What is he, third grade?
no, 10 is fifth grade.
Oh,
He's in fifth grade. Holy
when I was
cow,
a
third
third
grade.
grade, I first learned about mythology, and that shit, I was
Oh,
loving it.
dude, in fourth grade last year, they went over. Was it last year or this year? No, it was last year. Last year they went over all the Greek gods. I mean, he could told you about every single one of them, probably still can.
Wow, that's
Right? So
crazy.
they went over Greek mythology and they went over the Norse gods. So
Oh,
he can not only talk to you about Zeus, he can also talk to you about uh Odin.
Odin and all them, and
Odin and
Thor and
Thor and
Loki.
Loki and Heimdall, but he can talk to you about Zeus and Poseidon and Ares and
Hermes.
Hermes, right?
Oh,
Athena,
yeah, that's
right?
fun stories.
So yeah, so he wanted that, and he also wants a camera.
Dang, dude, this kid seems like a damn near adult.
He wants to be able to take pictures, man.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So
Nice.
yeah. So
Practical. I like that.
yeah,
Practical.
and these are all things that he will actually use, right? Like
Right, right.
and and
Maybe
also
maybe not a pirate telescope, but
no, he's gonna use that, believe me. And the joint is not a toy, right?
oh shit. So is it really good? Can you see?
Dude, it's really good, and it's made of brass.
Damn, dude, would you take it from a pirate yourself?
I wish I had been a lot more affordable. I wish I had I would have snatched that shit and run. I would have got my Oakland on, like, oh shit, get in the car, start the car, right? But
You have to be on a boat to get it.
yeah,
You'd
really.
have to swim.
Uh, and what was the other thing? Oh, and then he wants a kid thing. He wants Legos. He
Oh,
wants,
dude, kids
but
love Legos,
but
man.
hold up though, this is the thing, and this is what we've been doing. He and I have been building these cars, right? These like pretty intricate, detailed Lego cars. The ones that you don't necessarily play with. Like you build
Right.
them and then you put them up because it's like a thing,
So
right?
weird.
So hold up though. I'm thinking about, like, honestly, I want to get the Back to the Future DeLorean Lego.
Oh, okay.
You know what
But
I'm
the
saying?
doors have to be able to open.
Oh, dude, the door's open. It's totally functional, but it's about this big, right? It's about this big, and it's like 150 or $60, right?
Shit's
And
expensive, man.
it's expensive, but dude, to put that joint together and see what it looks like and the whole thing, like like personally, what I would love to do, I would love to be able to collect all those. Like I want to get the DeLorean, then I want to get the Batmobile, and then I want to get like I don't know, maybe like a TIE fighter from Star Wars, the big one that's like this. Dude, build those. I would love to build those and then put them in glass cases and put them aside. Yo,
I
that's me.
don't
I
get
like
it. I don't see
models.
the appeal. I mean,
Well, see, this is the difference, Sal. You want to watch the movies. I want to build the things in the movies. That's all. That's
oh,
it.
I did
Right.
love the Legos. I remember having like a Robin Hood one, and like it had a secret doorway that would swing open. It was pretty dope. Then you
Yeah,
put them on their little horses and their bows and arrows.
dude. Yeah, it's great, man. But see, I'm one of those guys too that I like to build. I'm results
Right.
oriented. I like to start somewhere and then see what I've done at the end. It's the same reason I like to put together IKEA furniture, right? I love putting together IKEA furniture
That's weird.
because you lay everything out and it's like because you start off with a bunch of pieces and little knickknacks, and then by the end you got a thing. You go, wow, like that's great. Like it's like building a house for
Wow.
you. That's great. So
All right, wrap us up, Reg.
all
Happy
right, man.
holidays.
So I guess are we saying happy holidays now? Yeah, we say happy holidays. I hope everyone out there has a good, I don't know. Some people believe in Christmas, some people don't believe in Christmas. So I don't want to offend anybody. So I'm gonna say to those who do, Merry Christmas
Do
to you. And then to those who don't, happy holidays to you. And those who don't acknowledge
happy
any holidays, happy day off. Like happy no
And
working on a Sunday.
Kwanzaa and
Yeah,
Hanukkah.
Kwanzaa and Hanukkah and what else is there? There's Christmas and
Have yourself some nog this year.
yeah, if you're into that sort of thing, I'll pass. So, but yeah,
All
I
right,
hope
buddy.
everyone enjoyed today's episode. It's been a lot of fun for Sal and I. And we'll probably be back one more time before the end of the year, I would imagine.
Probably not.
Oh, maybe not. Okay, well, we'll see. But with that being said, thank you guys for tuning in this year. I hope you enjoyed it. Happy holidays to you. We're going to keep doing it. If you enjoyed it, if you like us, please like, subscribe, and share. We appreciate you guys listening and tuning in. That's Sal Kalani. I'm Reggie Steele. And this is Spitballin'. Peace.